today our book, the title of the book is A Turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay.
Hey, we had turkey yesterday.
We did have turkey yesterday for our Thanksgiving lunch at school.
We didn't eat turkey yesterday.
At lunch you did?
Yeah,
in the
I
cafeteria.
did. I had a lot of turkey.
Yes.
I ate all my turkey.
How many of you eat turkey on Thanksgiving?
No, not me. I don't like turkey.
What do you like to have, Clay?
Buy a turkey at Walmart.
Oh, you like to buy a turkey
I
at
like to buy
Walmart?
a turkey at Walmart.
How many of you eat a different kind of meat at Thanksgiving? What do you have, Dallin?
Sometimes I have sour jello.
Oh, Jello salad with your
Sour.
sour Jello. Okay. Do you guys ever have ham or
I have ham.
at Thanksgiving? Do you have ham? Is there any other kind of meat that you might have at your dinner?
I have ham.
Joseph, what do you have? You have ham? Okay. All right. Okay, well, we're going to read our story. Okay? The author of this story is Eve Bunting. And if she's the author, what did she do?
You write the words like this.
She wrote the words of the story. The story is illustrated by Diane DeGroat.
Drew the pictures. I painted the pictures. I took photos.
Okay.
Painted.
Yes. And this is the cover of our book.
It's
Okay?
paint.
That's
It's
called the
colored.
cover. Okay?
Colored. She colored the pictures.
Okay. And
He
this
colored.
is called the title page. It has our title on here. A Turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay? So today we're going to, instead of Mrs. Dowdy reading the story, this story we have on tape. So we're going to listen. So,
It, and you are going to be quiet.
yes, I'm not going to talk. But you know how usually when we read a story, we stop and we talk about the pictures? We're going to do that afterwards. So pay good attention to the words so you can tell me what happens at the...
Turkey.
There's not a song to this one. Because we want to listen for what happens in the beginning of the story,
The middle
of the story,
and the
and the end of the story. Okay?
Is this a short book?
It's kind of short.
Is that the funny one?
Yes.
Five bad turkeys away.
Okay, let's listen for a minute. Okay.
A Turkey for Thanksgiving by Eve Bunting. Illustrated by Diane DeGroat. When you hear this sound, it's time to turn the page. It was Thanksgiving morning. Mr. Moose helped Mrs. Moose set the Thanksgiving table.
Sheep will sit here. He likes a chair that's straight up and down.
Mr. Moose said.
Rabbit here. Porcupine here. Mr. and Mrs. Goat here.
He smiled at his wife.
Isn't it nice to have friends to share Thanksgiving?
Mrs. Moose set 2 paper pilgrims, one at each end of the table. She placed the paper turkey with its great fan of a tail between the candles and stood back.
They look good, my dear.
Mr. Moose said. Mrs. Moose sighed.
Yes, but I wish we had a real turkey. Everyone always has a turkey for Thanksgiving. Everyone but us.
Mr. Moose nuzzled Mrs. Moose's head.
Well, that won't do. I will go this minute and find you a turkey for Thanksgiving.
All right.
Mr. Moose put on his cap and went out. Mist wandered through the bare trees. The cold made his nose water. Rabbit poked his head from his rabbit hole.
Mr. Moose, is it dinner time?
Not quite yet. Mrs. Moose wants a turkey. I'm off to find one.
Rabbit joined him in 3 quick hops.
I'll come too.
Yes, the rabbit has a funny voice.
Moose's warm breath hung right in front of him. Snow crunched under his hooves and made little holes that Rabbit jumped over.
I see the goats.
Rabbit said. Mr. Goat raised his head and spat out the tin can he was chewing.
Is it dinner time?
He called.
Not till I find a turkey.
Mr. Moose said.
Joseph.
We saw one down by the river.
Mrs. Goat told him, and Mr. Goat added,
A fat one.
The goats leaped down from their perch.
We'll show you.
Sheep was farther up the hillside, looking round as a fur ball in his winter coat.
Is it dinner time?
He bellowed.
First, I have to find a turkey.
Mr. Moose bellowed back.
There's a turkey nest on the riverbank.
Sheep called.
Wait for me.
The earth smelled of ice and moss as they crunched along. Above them a crow hung, black as a puff of wood smoke. Porcupine was hiding in the underbrush.
It's you.
He said and put his quills down.
We're off to get a turkey for Mrs. Moose.
Mr. Moose explained.
Do you want to come?
I'm slow.
Porcupine said.
Pick me up on your way back.
Who'd want to pick you up?
Sheep asked and laughed his bleat of a laugh.
I'll wait.
Porcupine told Mr. Moose. They saw Turkey's nest right away, and Turkey himself peering over the top of it.
Turkey, turkey.
Mr. Moose called in his sweetest voice.
Ag.
Turkey blundered from his nest and ran. Mr. Moose lumbered after him.
Turkey, don't run. We just want you for Thanksgiving dinner.
Turkey ran faster. Mr. Moose saw the red and blue sheen of Turkey's neck. Turkey's tail brushed crumbs of snow behind him as he tried to fly.
Too fast.
Mr. Goat said. Turkey's legs bent in the middle as he fell. Mr. Moose put a booted hoof on his head and smiled his great toothy smile.
I hope you don't have other plans for Thanksgiving, Turkey.
He helped Turkey up.
My wife won't mind that you're too fat.
He said.
Let's go. It's getting close to dinner time.
They marched Turkey in front.
I'm sorry about this, for I can see you don't want to come.
Mr. Moose said.
But I must insist. A promise is a promise.
There was a wreath of dried fruit on the moose's door. Inside, the house was filled with Thanksgiving smells. Mr. Moose hid Turkey behind him.
Look who I brought, Mrs. Moose.
He said.
Sheep, the goats, rabbit, and porcupine. And ta-da!
He pushed Turkey around in front of him.
For you, a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Mrs. Moose clapped her hooves.
I'm so happy to have you, Turkey. Thank you, Mr. Moose. Now everything's perfect.
Shall we sit?
Sheep asked, heading for the straight up and down chair.
Let's.
Mrs. Moose pointed.
Rabbit here. Porcupine here. Mr. and Mrs. Goat here. And look, I brought a chair from the other room in hopes of Turkey.
A chair?
Turkey stammered.
Right next to me.
Mrs. Moose said.
Light the candles, Mr. Moose.
There were bowls of acorns and alfalfa sprouts dried since summer. There was willow bark and cured grasses and wild parsley. There were pressed leaves, thin and pale as new ice on a pond.
I hope you find something here to your liking, Mr. Turkey,
Mrs. Moose said.
I wasn't sure of your taste.
What happened to that?
You are so kind to worry about my taste.
Turkey said.
I thought you'd be worrying about how I taste. Heavens, no!
Mr. Moose smiled his big-toothed smile and filled everyone's cup with cold spring water.
It's so nice to have friends around the table at Thanksgiving.
Turkey's waddles wobbled.
It's even nicer to be at your table and not on it.
He said.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, Turkey.
So, what happened at the beginning of the story? What was happening? What were Mr. and Mrs. Moose doing?
I'm setting the table.
They were setting the table.
And then Miss Moose wanted the turkey to eat.
Okay, what did she say she wanted a turkey to eat? What did she say?
She said, "Can you please go get a turkey?"
A turkey, because everyone has a turkey at Thanksgiving except for us. Okay, so that happened at the beginning of the story. She wanted a turkey.
Mrs. Dowdy,
Yes.
who didn't want to eat it? On Thanksgiving, my grandpa I saw his belly, and his belly was just this big.
Oh my goodness, he must have ate a lot of turkey. Huh.
He ate all the turkey.
He ate all the
It was
turkey.
like, the turkey was like big as this glass.
Yes. Okay.
My
Okay, so what
turkey
happened
was
in the
like-
middle of this story,
My
Riley?
turkey was this fat.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what
My
happened in the
turkey
middle
was-
of this story
My
though?
turkey was this. I saw my turkey.
Okay.
Mr. Moose.
How many of you had a fat turkey at Thanksgiving last time?
Not me.
How many had a little turkey at Thanksgiving? How many of you had a turkey sitting on a chair at Thanksgiving?
I did.
You did? You had a live turkey sitting on a chair, Clay?
No, it does. It does.
Okay,
It does.
raise your hand if you can tell me what happened in the middle of the story.
I have a lot of tickle sit with that.
Nathan, okay,
Mr. Moose went to get a turkey.
he went to get a turkey. And who did he run into? He
Rabbit.
saw a rabbit. Then who did he see?
Goat.
Mr. and Mrs. Goats, or the goats. Then who did he see?
Sheep. Oh, I got sheep at my house. And then porcupine.
And the porcupine.
Porcupine. And then who did he see? There's two.
Okay. There were two of them.
I
Okay.
guess that there are two boars.
Okay. Okay, so all of his friends, were these the friends that he was inviting over for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
And they asked him, they said, Mr. Moose, what are you doing? And what did he answer?
Getting a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Giving a turkey for Thanksgiving. Okay, look at the turkey's house. They found the turkey's nest. Whoops.
Mr. Moose.
Look at these signs. These signs say, do not disturb. Come back after Thanksgiving. And then it says, no turkey here. Why is the turkey trying to hide?
Because he doesn't want to get a egg.
Okay, Becklin, is that what you were going to say? Why does he want people to come back after Thanksgiving, Jacob?
Because they don't
Let's let Jacob have a turn.
Because they don't want. Because he doesn't want to eat it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get eaten. Everyone's going to eat turkey at Thanksgiving. Okay, so did they catch the turkey?
Yes.
They did catch the turkey.
But
And look at him. What was he thinking? Did he want to go with them?
No.
Why not, Clay?
Because he doesn't want to get eaten.
He doesn't want to get eaten.
Or cooked.
Or cooked. He's thinking, I don't want to
It's because-
not be here.
But they didn't eat.
Okay, so what happened at the end of the story?
They all
Okay,
ate turkey.
let's raise our hand. Let's see who hasn't had a turn. Sutai, what happened at the end of the story? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What was it? They said happy Thanksgiving to the turkey. Did they eat the turkey?
No.
No. They let the turkey sit down and eat dinner with them. Cameron? Yes, and he told them happy Thanksgiving.
You're not helping.
Okay.
You're not helping.
Okay, we're gonna, for our groups today, we're gonna do some activities about our